I'm Congresswoman Sarah Jacobs, ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Africa. For 2.5 years, Sudan has been in the middle of a civil war that has created the largest humanitarian and internal displacement crisis in the world. About 14 million people have fled their homes into other parts of the country or to neighboring Chad, Egypt, and South Sudan. Food, medicine, water, and fuel are in critically short supply. Over 30 million people, that's 2/3 of the population, need humanitarian assistance. We need to do everything we can to end this devastating war. So I want to highlight real stories from Sudanese people themselves. Today, I'm going to share a story from Tasbi, who's 27 years old and living in Sudan. I am Tasbi Abdullah Mahmoud Mohammed from Khartoum Balil Niyala City, South Darfur State. I am 27 years old. My mother is deputy principal at an elementary school and my father is a police officer. When the war began in April 2024, the place we were living at was near the RSF camp. We were depending on the food we had stored because it was dangerous for both women and men to go out of our neighborhood. Women who attempted to go out to the market were either kidnapped or raped. However, men were assassinated, especially men related to police or military. Young men were facing forced conscription. We decided to go out of Niyala after we had limited access to food and water. They destroyed the water pipes. They intentionally targeted areas with access to water and electricity. There were several incidents of men, women, and children being killed because of water. We didn't have water, food, or money to buy anything. In addition, RSF were knocking on doors, and if they found women, they raped them. One of our neighbors died after she was raped. Some women were kidnapped, and some were raped. They raped women in front of their male family members. They even raped the girls and older women in our neighborhood. They raped women in groups of not less than 6 or 7 men. They came in batches with their cars to rape women. Sometimes they killed the males when they tried to defend their women. We couldn't forget about what we've seen in Darfur. Sometimes we remained 11 hours under the bed without food because we were afraid. We witnessed blood spread on the floors, fear, and different types of exploitation, and we couldn't do anything. The media was not reflecting what was really happening in Darfur. My father is still suffering from panic attacks. He still cannot process the death of his friends and the amount of blood he saw. We took him to a psychiatrist, but his situation worsened. He still imagines that people are knocking on the door to attack and rape us in front of him. He cannot sleep alone. That was a devastating story from Tasbi, and she's not alone. She's one of millions of Sudanese people whose lives have been forever changed by the civil war in Sudan. And she is one of the millions of reasons why we need to do everything we can to end this war.